6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We're learning how a UW health surgeon died while on a hiking trip up in northern Wisconsin. According to the Iron County Sheriff's Office, crews found Kelsey Musgrove's body on Sunday. She was partially buried in a steep clay bank along the Potato River. They believe Musgrove went off the trail at the river falls, trying to get closer to the water. While walking along the edge, it appears the ground beneath her collapsed. The autopsy showed Musgrove died moments after that fall.
Madison police are looking for a driver involved in a hit and run. It happened near Edgewood College yesterday. Officers say a person was in the crosswalk on Monroe Street when they were hit. That person was rushed to the hospital, should survive. Police have not provided any details, though, about a vehicle involved.
A daycare provider in Iowa County is officially under arrest this morning in the death of a 4-month-old boy. Joanna Ford was providing daycare services at her home in Mineral Point. Court documents say Wyatt Hamlin died from a severe traumatic brain injury. Ford is now charged with neglecting a child, resulting in death.
The Wisconsin Veterans Museum in Madison has a unique exhibit going on right now. The Souvenirs of Service display showcases items collected by Wisconsin service members from war. One-of-a-kind pieces featuring items from the Civil War area all the way to today. Items include dolls, photographs, and clothing. Each souvenir is presented with its own backstory, too. The exhibit will be on display through the end of the year.
Opening day for Major League Baseball is here. While they aren't returning to AmFam quite yet, the Brewers will be taking part in their first game since October. They're in Chicago to play the Cubs for the first series of the year. It's the very first game of the Major League season, first pitch at 1:20.
U.S. Senate will hold a final confirmation vote today on Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination to the Supreme Court. They previously said they'd do it by the end of the week before the Easter recess. She is expected to be confirmed, which would make her the first black woman to sit on the nation's highest court.
UW system officials are sending a survey to students at all 13 public universities about their thoughts on free speech rights. Questions include what they know about the First Amendment, whether they see problems with the lack of diverse viewpoints, and whether they've ever been sanctioned or punished for exercising their free speech rights. The survey will remain open until May 6th.
The DNR is making sure the birds being composted after an outbreak of avian flu will not have any impact on groundwater. They say that the bird compost will be mixed with sawdust and then surrounded by more than a foot-thick layer of material to form a shell, and that should keep any water from coming into contact with the birds. The DNR says that people in Jefferson County, though, with private wells, should still test them regularly.
The U.S. and its allies announcing some new sanctions against Russia amid rising civilian deaths in Ukraine. Mariupol's mayor estimates more than 5,000 of the city's residents have been killed since the start of the invasion. Ukrainian officials say Russian troops have repeatedly and intentionally attacked non-military targets across the country.
Scientists say they're finding microplastic particles in the lungs of living people. They've been found in ocean, drinking water, soil, air, and food, but this is the first time they've been detected in living lungs. Microplastics come from plastic in the environment when it shears into tiny pieces. They found 12 different types of plastic embedded in the lungs. The health consequences are still unknown.
President Biden signing a sweeping bill into law on Wednesday that will overhaul the U.S. Postal Service's finances and allow the agency to modernize its service. The changes would save the USPS nearly $50 billion over the next decade.
I'm tracking snow moving into the area this morning. A lot of this mainly to our north and west as of now, gradually pushing its way farther to the south and east. In some cases, it's a lower visibility, especially to our north and west right now. Because of that lowered visibility, you're going to get the yellow light when it comes to your commute. Otherwise, planning the day, look for us to warm up over to rain by the time you get you towards midday. It'll be rain into the rest of our afternoon and evening. This is the Beltline at Broadway right now. Everything moving along smoothly with no major issues there. Again, though, the yellow light for lowered visibility and wet roads if it's raining later on this afternoon.
Chris Reese keeping track of that snow for us.
Yeah, and that could time out, what, here in Madison in the next
45 minutes to an hour. Yep.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Thursday. We'll be back here tomorrow morning.